Rush, what?
Help me.
What do they do to you?
Help me, please.
Fatal funny.
Fatal? Man, that's funny.
Ugh, these games have gotten too easy. It's time to utilize some drastic measures. Let's see. Eye of Newt, essence of witch's blue, some whole milk, and the blood of a virginish guy. And now for the magic words. Ik ben a shortening bread. Oh, Jesus.
Who has awoken me from my slumber?
Oh, I did, Mr. Unimaginable Evil.
And what is it you desire?
Yeah, so I play Mega Man on YouTube, and the games have gotten, like, kind of too easy. So I'm looking for a way to make it harder.
Hang on, I'll see what I got. No. Oh, this could work. But beware. This artifact has been known to drive men fatally funny.
Oh, I like what you did there because my name is, wait. No! Well, it looks like it's about that time again. On today's schedule, we have one Mega Man 5. Mega Man 5 is one of the more divisive entries in the series. Being the middle game of the middle trilogy certainly doesn't help any. It's like the middlest middle sibling. But we're going to look through it today. Will we give it the flowers it deserves? Or is poor old Mega Man 5 going to have to sleep in the cage under my bed again today? On an ordinary day in 20XX... Oh hey, Proto Man. Who are your homies there? Hey.
See you later, homo.
Hey! Did he just steal my papa? Sorry, our papa? Proto Man's a bad guy? And we're gonna have to be the ones to take him down. Of course we'll be going through it with the usual rules. Buster only, no rewinds or save states. A game over is a full game restart. No E-tanks, not even one.
No!
And a new secret 5th rule. See if you can guess it. 15 funny bucks if you can. But hunker down, protect your souls, and I'll show you what it costs to be a pro at Mega Man 5. Since Proto Man has decided to slightly turn up the dickery this time around, we'll have to take down his 8 robot homeboys to teach him a lesson. These are the guys you hang out with, dude? Stoners and war criminals? I invited you to brunch 2 weeks ago and you said your dog was in the hospital. I didn't even know you had a dog. But which of these frat bots should we take down first? For some reason, I'm drawn towards Gravity Man. Maybe it has something to do with his powers. I hate him in the face. I hate his nasal whiskers. I've always been curious about something. Who builds these stages the Robot Masters are in? Is it the Robot Masters themselves, or someone else? I know in Mega Man 1 they were mostly commandeered locations, but what the hell is the practical use for a gravity-flipping lab?
Numbers!
Because that's our major gimmick in this stage. Gravity flipping. Careful of these arrows on the wall. They'll flip you. I always thought Gravity Man was the one doing the flipping here. Like he's just sitting alone in a room and every time Mega Man walks past one of these arrows, a light comes on that tells him to flip. Why am I only talking about weird theories about this level? Because frankly, this is the easiest level in the game. These eye guys will flip with you, and these spiky-headed freaks will give their vaguest attempts to try and poke you. Use your charge shots to take them out, and holy crap, what is that? This, my friends, is the new and improved Mega Buster. And depending on who you ask, it might be a little too improved.
The bullet is enormous, there is no escaping.
And it does huge damage. The only downside is if you get hit while charging, you don't maintain your charge. So you'll have to aim your shots well, which isn't hard with a bullet the size of 2 watermelons taped together. Well, what's that? A M? I like letters. Let's get it. The new unique gimmick of Mega Man 5 is these letters you'll find in every Robot Master stage. Collect them all and you get a special treat. I enjoy special treats quite a bit, so my unofficial 6th rule for the Mega Man 5 Pro Run is getting all of these stupid things. You'll need to fall a bit lower than the M, so when you flip you're able to nab it. Just don't fall into the pit, you foolish, foolish boy. And after a fun little stage, we're at the fanatical flipper, Gravity Man. Gravity Man is one of my favorite Robot Master fights. He'll do 2 things, flip you and shoot at you. The main rub being you're never on the same plane. You'll want to avoid being on top of him when he flips, otherwise he'll smash into you. He can run around or hop. He'll usually do one or two of these movements before doing a flippy dippy. Every so often he'll take a shot at you. Keep enough distance to be able to avoid the shot. He'll do this during either a movement or during a flip. The goal here is to charge up your shot and release it at the right time during the flip. I choose to either aim it where he's going to land after a flip, or if he's close, fire at him during the flip. After enough time, the flipper is flipped. From him we get his gravity hold, a full screen attack that deletes all enemies. It's like Rain Flush, but with worse moral implications. But now that we understand the gravity of the situation, we can... Oh, Gyro Man?
That sounds delicious!
What are you thinking? I think I'll go with a lamb, but honestly, I've been feeling that chicken sounds pretty good, too. Aww, it's Gyro Man, isn't it? Yep, we start out in the sky. I mean, I guess it's still possible he makes delicious pita confections, but I guess we'll just have to go find him and see. Gyro Man stage has this cool little effect at the beginning where you take an elevator to go up further into the sky. Mega Man 5 stages have a lot of fun little flavor bits like this. It's something I really love about it. You'll have to deal with shield dudes and these knockoff telly type guys. It's really been a while since we've seen those things, huh? I guess nobody wanted to put them to work after 2. This stage also introduces quite a few gimmicks that stick around throughout other levels too. Like these spiky wheel things that are way too common in this game. I really don't like them, if you couldn't tell by my whispering. These platforms will also spin you up, around, and all around. This game really likes spinning Mega Man, huh? Also, these huge mecha men that will jet thrust their 10-ton ass down onto you. But what you want to do with them is keep enough distance so they get plenty of height, then quickly slide away from them as they jet down. We then get to the 2 gimmick screens of Gyro Man stage. This first one has falling blocks. Jump along them so you don't fall. But what's that? The A! You have to quickly time a jump as the block falls so you can grab the A and get back on the platform. Or just die. You can also just die to get it too. After this we get to the spike elevator, because the first one was too friendly, I guess. You can't exactly wait for the platforms to reach the bottom and still avoid the spikes. So what you'll have to do is jump up a bit to get on the platform so you can run from the spikes. Just don't miss that jump. After that we're at the disastrous donor. Or, damn it, he is just an air guy, isn't he? Fine, the aerial acrobat, Gyro Man.
Circumgyrate.
I guess he's cool though. He's an air ninja who uses the clouds for cover while throwing his gyro attack at you. When he jumps in the air, he'll throw a spinner at you before falling onto your current location. This is a perfect chance to charge up a shot and let him have it. After that, he'll either start throwing more blades at you you'll have to jump over, or he'll head back into the clouds and do it again. With his weakness, the gravity hold, use it on him when he's not in the clouds. Maybe it's just the fact I know it's messing with his gravity, but it looks really painful. With enough time, he's blown away. From him, we get his gyro attack. It's basically just a slower magnet missile.
Proto Man, your friends are posers.
Now that we've been spun right round, we can shine on into another stage. My social media manager, who may or may not be a hat rack in the dark corner of my room, told me to ask you to like and subscribe. Please do, or he'll stare at me while I sleep.
Let's daily talk. It's raining rhinestones.
Alright, I've been putting it off long enough. I really need to gush about how beautiful this game is. Capcom's sprite artists were really in their groove in the early 90s. The backgrounds in this game are easily the best so far. Maybe even the best in the entire series. Crystal Man's stage has this super cool, eerily cosmic kind of feel to it. What are these huge glass things for? Who cares? I'm not a science guy, I shoot stuff for a living. Speaking of, blast these ball head guys and send a packing. If you shoot their body, they'll throw their balls at you.
Alright, calm down.
You then get to these crystal dropping tubes. You'll want to jump between these platforms right after a crystal drops to avoid getting comped by the next one. We also see this game's version of the Roombas for the first time. A charge shot puts them down easy. Our letter V comes during the spike fall here. Try to stay closer to the left side so when you get to the second part of the spike fall you can hold left to nab it. And after a sparkly, pretty stage, we're at the sparkling sycophant, Crystal Man. I used to think Crystal Man was hard. Oh, those were the days. But if you really want to bully the crap out of him, do as I do now. At the start, he'll do his Crystal Eye attack. He'll launch 4 crystals that'll bounce around the stage. Just slide all the way to the other side of the screen. and then back where you came after they bounce. After that, get close to Crystal Man. He'll then keep jumping over and over. Looks like someone spent a little too much time with Toad Man. Every so often, he'll fire a little shot at you. But as long as you stay close to him, he shouldn't use his Crystal Eye ever again. He's weak to the gyro attack, which will let you hit him even easier when he's up in the air. After a little game of hopscotch, he'll be shattered in no time. From him, we get his Crystal Eye, a large projectile that'll split into tinier projectiles. A little Pang situation going on here. Now that the crystal's lost its shine, we can
Bomb them back to the damn Stone Age! 8-Ball! 8-Ball, where's my gun? Where's my gun? Burn them to the ground! Burn them now!
Where's the trigger?
That one right there. But aim first, man.
Okay.
Look out!
Nothing happened.
Must have been a dud or something like that.
This is my Mega Buster! There are many like it, but this one's mine!
For whatever reason, the fellas at Capcom decided basing a level off the Vietnam War was a good idea. And they were damn right, because honestly, I think this stage is really cool. Going from fighting robot tigers in the jungle, to fighting helitroopers in a cave, to breaking into a secret underground military base is some of the best gameplay storytelling I've seen in a Mega Man game. When you get underground, you'll have to contend with these crazy drills. Charge shots take them out fast, but be careful at the end because they can still spawn and kill you. Even though I can't use E-Tanks, I still always get this E-Tank in this trick wall for some reason. I just think it's neat. You'll have to shoot these gorillors in the eyeballs to take him out. Oh hey, a letter. Nice. Now that we're in the military base, we'll have to deal with missiles getting launched at us. Blast them and the shrapnel should launch right by. Then we get down here, and... I don't like these. I'm leaving. Now we're at the worrisome warmonger, Napalm Man. Napalm Man's design goes so hard. It's a shame I think his fight is kind of underwhelming. He'll start by launching 3 missiles at you. Then he'll jump. Why does he jump?
You have tank treads!
When he gets close, he'll fire 2 napalm bombs at you. Either jump away or hug a little close to him to avoid the explosions. After that, he'll keep jumping and launching napalm bombs as long as you're close enough, which means you can end up looping him the same way you looped Crystal Man. Ironically, he's also weak to the Crystal Eye, which makes the fight work the exact same way, except now you're just shooting big balls in his face.
That doesn't sound right, does it?
But soon enough, he's been detonated. From him, we get his napalm bombs, or N-bombs, as the game lovingly calls it in your inventory. It's too easy. They explode next. Now that we've shown them our war face,
What was that shit about Vietnam?
we can get stoned. So Stone Man, what's going on here? Stone Man? Stone Man?
Bro, leave him alone, alright? He's lit right now, can't you see that?
I really don't get what you see in these guys, Proto Man. Just a guy made of bricks? Am I not good enough for you? The Stone Man stage is honestly whatever. Frankly, it might just be my least favorite stage in the game. It's just so long. Like at least a third longer than it should be. But there are Mets here, so I can't hate it that much. They even make Met babies. Gotta love them. The subtle gimmick of the stage are these trick blocks you can shoot to find secret areas. This one here brings you to the stage's letter. This next one gets you an M-Tank. These refill your weapons too. A lot of help to me, huh? And this one gets you some health and weapon energy. No, hey, an E-Tank up here. Wow, this game sure does love giving me E-Tanks. I can't use them, you know, I'm trying to stay sober here. But after continuing to blast through an unremarkable stage, we're at the Trembling Titan, Stone Man. Stone Man will start out by using his attack, then jump at you and fall apart. Really, dude, you can't even keep it together in a fight? Then he'll keep jumping back and forth over and over again. You can't shoot him after he's fallen apart, so I guess that makes things slightly more annoying. But this is now the 3rd boss in a row who just jumps back and forth over you. Proto Man, is this just your community basketball team? He's weak to the napalm bomb, because of course he is. He can't even stay together normally. Now how about with 8 pounds of plastic ass kick transferred straight into his frontal lobe? From him we get his Power Stone. Sharks, today I bring you Power Stone, A weapon that spins rocks around. Wait.
I'm out.
Wait, hang on.
I'm out.
There's more.
I'm out.
Oh, Sharon was right. She knew this would happen. Now that the stone is out of the glass house, we can punch our ticket to ride.
Hold on.
I love this stage. I'm not even a train guy.
I've got to get round to see it. This is beautiful 73962. Dick my butt.
But just look at these backgrounds. Ah, so good. Inherently, video game levels on trains are fun, and this is no exception. It's not a particularly difficult stage, but look, Mets and trains. Best shoot 'em now, otherwise they explode. Oh god, why them? When you bust into the train, you'll have to fight bats, rats,
annoying, key-eating fucking rat,
and the chicken that'll infinitely spawn eggs. You can farm as many items as you want off these guys. Wait, I just realized that the farming enemy is a chicken. Well played. You can get our next letter here. Some might say you need to use the rush coil to get this, but I just jump off this little platform on the side and nick it with my mega hand. No items so far, and I'm gonna keep it that way. After a short and sweet little stage, we're at the loathsome locomotive, Charge Man. Charge Man is the hardest robot master in this game, but he actually has a pretty interesting fight. He'll do three things: walk at you, charge at you, or get mad and launch coal into the air from his smokestack. He'll always start the fight by charging, so you'll need to get used to the timing of jumping over him. Once you walk him to the other side, he'll fire his coal. The three pieces land in random parts of the level. You could get lucky and it'll land nowhere near you, or it could drop right on top of you and there's nothing you can do about it. The tricky thing about Charge Man is the only time you can hit him is when he's walking around. When he's charging or getting pissed off, your bullets will bounce off him. The best chance you'll have to shoot him with a charge shot is right after he's done launching coal. You'll need to keep looping him back and forth around the stage, jumping over him and quickly trying to get to the other side. What makes the hardest even harder though is the fact he's weak to Power Stone, the worst weapon in the game. If you want to hit him with it, you kinda need to jump at him point blank, since the rocks itself can be pretty tough to aim. But with enough time and pressure, the train has crashed. From him we get his charge kick. It turns your slide into an attack. I really have never been able to get this move to work right. It sucks. One bill.
Fucking thing sucks!
But now that the choo-choo has jumped the track, we can hang 10. Here we are on Wave Man stage. I lost my shirt. I think... Wave Man stage. We'll get into why this stage is so strange later. But for right now, we'll need to get past these bits of coming out of these pipes and these swinging mesas. When you get to this part with the tubes, try to jump on top of the first pipe and sneak into the second to get an extra mans. After that, we're at... what's this? A vehicle section? Who directed this, Hideki Kamiya? On our little jet ski type thing, you're only able to use normal shots. You'll have to shoot these buoys and freaking dolphins while keeping in mind these Sniper Josephs can appear behind you too, so you'll need to jump them. You'll then get to the stage's mid-boss, the squid. He'll raise up and down, firing a bullet at your position when he gets high enough. Shoot the TV on his head. I would always time my jump around seeing the top of his tentacles to avoid the blast. On the next jet ski screen is where you'll find the next letter. There'll be a point where two dolphins spawn at the same time, and the letter will quickly whiz by after that. This is the easiest letter to miss in the game, and if you miss it, either die to try again, or replay the stage after finishing it. Sounds fun, huh? But after this wet and wild stage, we're at the nautical ne'er-do-well, Wave Man. The Wave Man fight seems a lot tougher on the surface than it actually is. He'll do three things in the same order. Bring out a little water spout, doesn't really look like a wave, dude. Fire a harpoon, then jump at you. You'll want to get him close to be able to hit him around the water spout while still being able to jump the harpoon. When he lands, stop moving. He'll never put a water spout on the position you started when he lands, so just don't panic. When the spout comes out, I count 3 seconds before jumping to dodge the harpoon. Then rinse and repeat. Emphasis on the rinse. He's weak to the charge kick, which just makes this fight look like nonsense. There's no tact here. No tact! From him we get his water wave. Kinda redundant. It's a ground-only move that sends a wave of water forward. Mid. Now that the waters have calmed, we can shoot for the stars. If we were going easiest first, Starman would have been top spot. He ain't hard, but his design kind of is. Just look at this outfit, dude. You like stars, my boy, I get it. But I was feeling extra mean today, so I decided to take out all of his friends one by one so he could
Understand exactly what he's up against.
But Starman's stage is pretty neat. You start out by avoiding this meteor shower to break into a space station. The entire level is low gravity, so it feels like you're jumping underwater the whole time. In other words, this is the water level of the game. You'd think it'd be Wave Man, but nope, Mega Man 5 likes to do things a little different down here. The stage isn't too complex once you get used to the physics, though. Our letter shows up in this bit, the final M. What did we spell? Manage MV, I think. Yeah, that's right. Space Mets. Just had to mention that. We then come across these huge robots. Eddie? Is that you? Shoot their glowing eyes to take them out of the equation. After a fun romp through the stars, we're at the Cosmic Creep, Starman. As mentioned before, Starman is not a problem in the slightest. He'll put on his Star Crash, jump around, and then launch it at you. He can launch it at you in either the ground level or up in the air. It's easy to jump because of the decreased gravity, but also the hitbox on the shield itself is way smaller than you'd think. Blast him with charge shots when the shield is down, or use the water wave to bypass the shield entirely, and the star will go supernova. From him we get his Star Crash, a pretty mid-tier Mega Man shield, TBH, and the Super Arrow. It lets you stick to walls and like stand on it. That's super? When every arrow's super, none of them will be. But with Proto Man's buddies all down for the count, we can raid his secret base. Real secret smart guy. Narcissistic freak. By this point, though, I'm sure you're all asking, what is this extra challenge you've given yourself? Nothing seems different, it's just Mega Man 5. The truth is, I tried many different challenge runs for Mega Man 5. I did the standard pro run with all the normal rules and did it first try. I then did it with no charge shots. Honestly, it was kind of boring. It didn't give me a ton to talk about. Someone even suggested just using the Power Stone, but someone already did that and I'm trying to push the envelope here. So then I asked how I could make this game harder on the Legacy Collection. Then I realized, who said it had to be on the Legacy Collection?
What is this thing?
Mega Man fans, I'd like to present to you the 1-Up Mega Man Collection. Or as I've lovingly decided to call it, the Mega Man Shitbox. And why do I call it that? Because it's a piece of shit! Have you ever wondered what the objective worst way to play all your favorite classic NES Mega Man games is? Well, look no further. See, back in 2020, 1-Up, that game company that makes those cheapo arcade cabinets that are like half the size for millennials, decided they were going to tap into the extremely lucrative plug-and-play games market and released a bunch of weird little boxes with a bunch of emulated games on them. There was a Pac-Man one apparently, there was like a Disney one, and of course, the shitbox itself. This thing has Mega Man 1 through 6 on it. Anything else? Like extra artwork or challenges or anything? Nope. You get emulated versions of Mega Man 1 to 6, and that's it. Any quality of life features, save states, rewinds, none of that? No accessibility options at all? Awesome! Furthermore, you know that really cool option they put in the Mega Man Legacy Collection for Turbo CPU, so all the terrible NES slowdown doesn't happen? This doesn't have any of that either. Because why the f would you make this thing good? But all of that is hunky-dory. I don't use rewinds or save states anyway. And the slowdown makes the games more authentic, I guess. This thing doesn't seem that bad. Well, that's not the star of the show here. This is...
Oh my goodness!
Take a look at this controller. See a problem with it? Other than the fact that it's comically long? Yeah. What Mega Man game uses 6 buttons? With triggers, no less. You only ever use these 2 buttons here. The how to play graphic on the console really takes me out. The hell are these other 4 buttons here for? Moral support? You also gotta love how much heavy lifting this hastily cut out Mega Man sticker is doing for the branding. If you're wondering how the controller itself feels, it's extremely cheap. It's like if you got a game controller from a McDonald's Happy Meal. These buttons stick out way too far and stick like hell. And don't even get me started on the D-pad. This thing is abysmal. Hey, would you look at that? It's off-center. Very cool. That means every so often, when I hit left on the D-pad, it just wouldn't do anything at all. Same with down. Anytime in my gameplay you see me jump into an enemy, that was supposed to be a slide. But I guess the down button was just on sabbatical. But that's not all. What's this little switch at the top here? Wireless mode! Oh yes, please, just sneeze in my mouth, it'll make it even better. You could hook it up directly to the shitbox and be a chud. Or you can flip this little switch and play the game on like a full half second of input delay. The reason I haven't been showing you my deaths up to this point is because I'd be embarrassed to show you without showing you the truth of why. I took 5 deaths in the Robot Master stages, all because of this cool little controller dropping my inputs or getting stuck. You want a challenge? Here's challenge, baby! No. And now I get the pleasure of using this piece of crap to beat Proto Man's castle. Here we go! Raiding Proto Man's sassy pink castle puts the game's difficulty up a notch. But with our new buddy Beat the Bird, whom we got from collecting these cool letters, it should be a cinch. He'll target enemies that are near him. But, oh yeah, I can't use items. Sorry, Beat. Into the cage you go. You'll have to contend with Proto Man's white tigers and security drones. Charge shot them like everything else, of course. Oh no, a wall. Looks like we'll finally have to use an item. How about Rush Coil? I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet. And ew! Rush, what?
Help me.
What do they do to you?
Help me breathe.
What was wrong with just a spring in his back?
Help me.
No, I'm not using that anymore, it's gross. I'll just use the super arrow here. Holy crap, a block puzzle. Why did Mega Man 4 and 5 only put block puzzles in castle stages? It's weird. The patterns here look complicated, but really they just spread a bunch of blocks all over to distract you from the real solutions here. After that, we're at our first castle boss, Dark Man 1. No, silly. This Dark Man 1, who I seriously hate. Dark Man 1, in theory, is not complicated. He'll slowly come towards you, firing every so often. Every time you shoot him, he'll fire back at you. After he loses 11 bars of health, he'll speed up. He'll always try to come to your current position, so you'll have to get used to the timing of jumping over him. The loop should look like this. Hit him with 4 charge shots and avoid his return fire. Jump over him when he speeds at you, slide to get distance, and jump again to avoid his next bullet. Fire at him again, avoid that bullet, jump him, yada yada. The execution here can be a bit tough, especially for me when I'm using a play school controller. I died twice to Dark Man 1 in this run, because sometimes I would jump instead of sliding, or just not jump at all because of these super cool buttons. The worst part about Dark Man 1 is how he dances on your corpse after he beats you. Asshole. He's weak to the water wave and beat. Really is a bloodthirsty little bugger, huh? Proto Man 2 is pretty self-explanatory, until you get to this screen, which can be a serious pain. Having to jump between these treadmills while these skull bombers try to take you out is annoying AF. But leading your jumps with normal fire will be able to protect you. The shitbox controller really hates constant jumps like this, so I took a death here too. Getting kinda close here, brother. Can we maybe jump when I want to? But after that, the rest of the stage is smooth sailing. We then get to Dark Man 2. Proto Man, your social circle is getting a little bizarre. Like, I can't imagine this guy is great for conversation. Dark Man 2 has a shield. You can only shoot him when his shield isn't at his sides. Every so often, he'll run at your current position. That's it. He gets a bit faster every time he gets hit, though. Man, I could program this guy. That's all he does. Is the next boss one of them rock'em sock'em robots? Dark Man 2 is weak to the Crystal Eye, or Napalm Bombs. And also Beat again. He's such a sweet little maniac. Proto Man 3 brings us outside the fortress. We'll have to deal with more paratroopers, and of course these massive robot guys again. But hey look, Super Mario World! Avoid the spikes and more of these bootleg tellies. If you really want to be cheap, you can just use Rush Jet past this bit too. After more snake blocklings, we're at, if you could stand to believe it, Sir Darkman III. By all means, this boss should be a pain in the ass. He jumps around, launching tons of projectiles, and has a special move that lets him freeze you in place. Ugh. But actually, this special move of his ends up being his downfall. If you stay close to him, he'll keep doing it. If you jump away from him when you see his chest glowing, he'll launch the freeze projectiles upward to try and hit you. Shoot him and run back to loop him again. He's weak to the gyro attack, which will put him under even quicker. Jesus, Proto Man has a lot of friends. But it looks like we're finally at the main man himself. Just have to destroy this tower first. I guess you could call this a puzzle in the same way you could call unlocking your front door a puzzle. But after all that, we've made it to that proto jerk.
Prepare to die.
Whoa, did Proto Man always sound like that? I'm Genuinely asking, I think I've seen them collectively for like 3 minutes in my life.
Yes.
And aren't you gonna call me gay or like fart on me or something?
You don't have a good relationship with your brother, do you?
Why, is that not normal?
Alright, anyway.
What's up, Smegma Man? Found the poser.
Poser? That isn't you?
No, mega dork. You think I wear my scarf like that?
He isn't wearing a scarf.
Shut up. Yo, fake face. Red isn't your color. No, I guess it is. Whatever. Smegma Man, clean this mess up.
I think I'm really hurt. I need a doctor or something. Like, my head really hurts and like.
Why do I feel like a third wheel? I was here first.
My arm.
Shut up. Yeah, take this. It's been in the back of my Hummer for like 3 weeks, but it's still good. Also, you're gay.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling. The Dark Man 4 fight seems way scarier on the surface than it actually is. He'll fire 3 bullets at you, or throw his shield out and jump to the other side of the arena. The idea is to shoot him when his shield isn't at his side, or when he's unprotected after throwing them. He's weak to Power Stone, which we're not doing, so you can use Beat once again instead. Aw, he's so cute when he's ripping out their insides.
You've done well, Mega Man. I never expected you to defeat my powerful Dark Man robot.
Hey, there's that creepo. Why can't you leave me?
I have
We
managed to
already did this, didn't we?
Proto Man for my crimes.
Hurry up.
But
I
now
have a flight to catch.
come if you dare. Ha ha ha. Period.
Yep, Wily yet again is the main antagonist.
It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
And we have to go to his new castle to confront him. You know, we could cut out a lot of middlemen if we just check Zillow or something to see if Wily's built a new castle. Save us time. Wily 1 gives us a spike fall. Nice. If you go down the right side here, you die. So take the left. Good trick. A-tier spike fall. We then get to this bit. Conveyors with spiky guys patrolling them. I died quite a few times on this bit.
Embarrassing!
Luckily there was a vacuum guy I could farm because, dear God, I'm not doing this run again. My hands were actually hurting from using this controller. It's that bad. The idea is to jump a bit later than you'd think. Taking hits from these spikies isn't usually a death sentence, because Mega Man 5's knockback is tuned down just a little bit. Once we're past that, more chicken farming, and then we're at the boss. Big Pets. The only thing Pets does is fire little dudes down from the sky. Your goal is to shoot the pieces of his body to stand on so you can shoot him in the head. Charge shots preferably. He's weak to the Crystal Eye, which you can switch to on the top platform so you don't have to waste weapon energy on his sections. But after a little while, the totem is knocked down. Wily 2 has a section underwater, with cute underwater Mets. Cute underwater Mets who kill me. Alright, I'm not a fan anymore, you can die. This room with the big guy can be a huge problem, especially since you have to take him out before you can use the rush jet to get up there. But once you're past him, you're at another one? Why? Eat. Don't worry. With 1 health, I should be able to take out the next Wily boss. Circ Ring Q9. Don't worry, with full health I should be able to take out the next Wily boss, Circ Ring Q9. He'll move around at the top of the screen, launching balls down at you. When his sides open up is your chance to hit him. While he's doing this, you can use these platforms on the side to raise yourself up to hit him. Or you can wait for him to come down in his own terms and shoot him then. He'll come down on the side you're on when he starts this attack, and fire a little bolt at you when he hits the ground. His weakness is the Euro attack. I'm hungry, I think. Circ Ring him for a while, and he's out too. Boss refights! Remember expert advice and all that for all the bosses. Even though a surprising amount of my advice is just to get them to jump over and over again. I died to Napalm Man. I think this controller is just making me actively worse in general. And with that, we're at the Wily press. Does he have dementia or something? This is insane. It's a press. It'll go back and forth and hit the ground every so often. Jump the spikes in the middle depending on the side he's on. Time your jumps carefully because, frankly, the NES struggles to handle the jump physics while he's on his way down. Apparently he's weak to Star Crash. I've never used it against him, but the wiki could never ever be wrong. But now that he's been taken out, yeah, he's doing the flying thing. He's gone. I know you too well now, Wily. I think I love you. The final stage of the game is upon us. And before we get to the boss, we have to fight 2 of these mechas. Don't get hit, they do shit tons of damage. And then we're finally at the final boss. Wily Machine 5. Wily Machine 5 will move back and forth across the stage. Sometimes he can suck you in, sometimes he can give you blue balls, or sometimes he can just fire red rockets right in your face. Phrasing. Keep shooting this cannon in the center. Try to slide under the blue balls and jump over the missiles. Strangely enough, its weakness is the super arrow, which is the only time this move can really be used offensively to any kind of success. And with the machine defeated, after a couple of tries, we're finally able to go mano a mano with the Wily Capsule 2. The Wily Capsule 2 is one of the simpler Wily capsules. He'll appear at random points throughout the stage and drop balls on the ground before disappearing, and leaving spinning energy behind. Try to stay in the middle of the arena before he appears. If you stay on the sides, there's a larger chance he'll appear above you and make it so you can't jump away. When he disappears, run to the opposite side of the arena where he disappeared from to avoid the energy. He's weak to our baby boy Beat, who will beat this old man senseless.
I need the biggest seed bell you have. No, that's too big.
But for now, we'll have to use charge shots when he's low enough. Duck and jump his attacks, and... you know what they say. 5th time's the charm, boy. And with that, we've defeated Dr. Wily yet again. And look! Dr. Light! Honestly, I forgot the whole point was that we were trying to save him. Well, at least we got him now. Until... oh god, shit!
Hey, Mega Nerd. Need help?
Oh god, yes. Please, yes.
Alright, but you'll owe me one.
Fine! What do you want?
Let me borrow your ATV.
Okay, sure, whatever!
Sweet.
And with that, Mega Man 5 is over. Only took me 5 attempts, too. I lost 2 on Dark Man 1, 1 on Dark Man 2, and 1 on Gyro Man stage, in case I needed more proof on how unreliable this thing is. But what did we learn today? Lesson 1. Mega Man 5 is a great game, if a bit on the easier side. Honestly, if they just toned back the Mega Buster a bit, and dialed back the amount of extra lives the game gives you, I think less people would see it as the easy Mega Man. But even then, I think it has a fair amount of challenge, and the music and visuals are definitely a high point for the series. Lesson 2. The Mega Man shitbox sucks. Hard. I think this is probably the worst official way to play any of the NES Mega Man games ever created. It's that bad. But at least now I have the unique honor of definitely being the first guy to ever do a Buster-only run of Mega Man 5 on this thing. So thanks, controller. For all your help, I have a special surprise for you. A ride on the carousel! Keep your hands in the vehicle and all that. Sit and spin, you piece of garbage. Oh yeah, didn't I get this thing from like a demon or something? Hey, what was your name again?
Igvara Bayfolet. But everyone calls me eBay for short.
Alright. But with another challenge down for the count, tune in next time to see if I can stand the tests of Mega Man 6.